thing that I understand is that most women think that taking control of their finances is going to require you can completely shift your financial reality in just 15 minutes a week. The thing to understand is that avoidance compounds and chaos also compounds. What you focus on expands and what you avoid erodes. And having regulation is one of the wealthiest things you can achieve. Money actually doesn't respond to hoping and praying. It literally responds to... Welcome to Rich and Regulated, where women learn to build wealth in alignment and flow. I'm Jessica Soul. For over a decade, I've helped women create the lives of their dreams, and here I'll share how I build wealth, fast-track results, and reveal money truths that will blow your mind. Let's get wealthy. So today I am going to be taking you through something that will change the way you look at your finances, and it's only going to take around 15 minutes. The thing that I understand is that most women think that taking control of their finances is going to require hours of spreadsheets, late nights stressing over numbers, a financial degree, and the thing is it's absolutely not true. The beautiful thing is that as a woman, you can completely shift your financial reality in just 15 minutes a week. And all you need to do is know how to focus on the right things. And the only reason I understand this is because I didn't always have the system that I now teach. I used to avoid money. I drove the extremely expensive car. I tapped the card willy-nilly everywhere I went. And I still, even though on the outside I looked like I had it all together, I still carried so much fear that at any point in time, my card could just decline in the grocery store. And I'm not sure if you felt that way, but this is not how we want to be operating as women. The thing to understand is that avoidance compounds and chaos also compounds. So the moment I started setting aside a small chunk of time, which I now call my Monday money date, everything shifted in the right direction. Now, what I want you to understand is that what you focus on expands and what you avoid erodes. And having regulation is one of the wealthiest things you can achieve. And when you feel dysregulated, it is likely that there will be debt and stress surrounding your finances. And when it comes to the energy of money, money actually doesn't respond to hoping and praying. It literally responds to habits and discipline. So here are 5 things that you can do in under 15 minutes every single week. The first thing is check in with your numbers. Now, all that really means is simply open up your accounts. I know that sounds so simple, it's almost ridiculous, but a lot of women simply avoid even looking at what is coming in and out. So number 1, check the numbers, stop hiding, take stock of the last 7 days, export the CSV document, do the audit. And what I do with my clients is I call this the excavation process, because before you build anything of value, you must dig. You got to dig up the dirt and you've got to face what's there right in front of you so that you can understand where your money is leaking. Number 2 is allocating before you spend. So once you understand where your money leaks are coming from, then you need to take this opportunity to allocate, because allocation of money is power. And it's very, very simple, right? So all you need to do in this next part of your 15-minute Monday money date is break up your money into subcategories and sub-accounts and assign percentages so that you know exactly where every single dollar is going before it even hits the account. The third thing I get my clients to do every single week is review one simple behavior, whether this is your daily coffee, the random Uber Eats, the Netflix subscription that you're paying for, even though you're not watching the Netflix. These are the micro behaviors that often don't feel very expensive, but over time they become wealth killers because wealth has to be built brick by brick. And it's the tiny daily and weekly habits that a lot of people think are meaningless that compound over decades. Number 4 is reconnecting to your vision. So every single week, it is super important as a woman to reconnect to what your long-term vision is. Because when you see that vision and you're casting it forth, you feel more regulated, you feel more at peace, and you feel more in control. What a lot of women do is we unfortunately have this really bad habit of searching for short-term satisfaction. And honestly, it will not pay you long-term. It will make you feel good in the short term, but long-term vision is what will pay you for decades and decades to come. So every single Monday, I encourage you to just connect with that vision. Read a mission statement, listen to a powerful recording, something that anchors you back in to why you're choosing to build wealth, why you're choosing to break lineages, and why you're choosing to be that woman that holds discipline and becomes devoted to how wealthy she actually wants to become. Number 5, choose to regulate your emotions and your nervous system before you make any decisions. Now look, that may sound extremely obvious, but this is literally the most important part of your Monday money date. So do not make decisions around money from stress. Take a step back, ground into where you want to be in the next week, month, or year. Take a breath, become regulated, because regulation will create clarity. And now what this could look like might just be using a separate card for separate things, something that I highly recommend when you're starting out on the journey of discipline. So I have a separate card, which is called Fun Money. Obviously, that's for fun things, right? Now, if I am choosing to be regulated, sometimes it may look like leaving the Fun Money card at home when I'm going grocery shopping, because I have a grocery account, I have a Fun Money account, I have a bills account. And when you choose to do those things from a place of clarity, it actually helps you pause and alter behavior that before you would have done and likely not even realized it. So it would have been subconscious behavior that you didn't even know was happening. Now, regulation is what will stop emotional moments becoming a lifetime of mistakes. Now, when I first started this practice, I can tell you that it didn't feel that powerful. It actually felt quite confronting. And for a lot of my clients, there is a period of time when they're getting started with wealth creation where it's going to feel a little bit shameful. As a woman, opening your bank account and actually having the realization, actually being confronted with the truth that you are leaking money left, right, and center is not going to be a good feeling at the beginning. But over time, that 15 minutes a week will rebuild your confidence, and it will be one of the sexiest parts of your week. I personally love my Monday money date. It's actually the time when I go and I sit at the cafe, I take my laptop, and I literally have a date with my money like I would with my man, right? This has actually turned me into the kind of woman that doesn't just earn money, but I command money. I can hold money in my life. And at the end of the day, money feels completely safe with me because it is held with a system and a strategy that backs it. So what I want to leave you with today is that wealth isn't built on intensity. It is literally built from consistency. And avoidance will only compound the chaos that you probably already know you're feeling, whereas attention will compound your wealth. When you have the wisdom to get to a place in your life where money is neutral, it responds to the standards that you set. So becoming rich without regulation is literally reckless. Rich and regulated is freedom. My wish for you is that every single time you lean away from these practices, you come back to this podcast. Listen to it every single week if that is what you need to create a system, a habit, and some discipline in your life that will change the game for your family. If you've gotten value from today's episode, make sure you subscribe and leave a 5-star review. And if you're ready for more support in building regulated wealth strategies, check out the link in the show notes. Have a beautiful day.